guys, it's Lucy, and today I'm going to be doing my 2016 TBR. Now, this is not going to be me planning every book I read for the next year, because that would be kind of insane. No one is that forward-thinking. Or maybe you are, and good for you, you're better than me. But I'm not. I'm just going to be listing a bunch of books that I feel like I want to get to this year. Now, this list is kind of a lot of books, so I may not get to all of them, but hopefully I get to like half or like some or like, a good amount. But before I get into those books, I just wanted to quickly mention something that I'm going to be doing for my future TBRs, and that is this fake envelope that I made. Yay, I made it. I painted this paper myself with my sweat and tears and stuff, probably, I don't know. So I painted this envelope, and inside this envelope contains fun slips of paper like these, like this. Yay. So you may be wondering, Lucy, what is on these slips of paper? Well, I'm glad you asked, mysterious stranger. Basically, I'm going to be doing the 52 books around the world challenge on Goodreads, which I will link down below. I didn't mention this in my 2016 resolution or whatever because I wasn't planning to do it then, but now I am, so I'm doing it. But I am going to be doing it a little differently. Like that challenge, you're supposed to do each challenge in order. Like the first week is this thing, the second week is this thing, third week is this thing, but Lucy's not going to do that. I just took all the challenges and then I put them on slips of paper and put them in this envelope as I watched Pretty Little Liars, which, by the way, I was really disappointed in. Anyway, but yeah, I put all the slips of paper in this envelope, and then every month I'm going to pick out 3 or 4, not sure yet. So that's what I'm going to be doing this year. And then it's going to live right here, and then when I'm at school, it's not going to be here. It's going to be with me at school, and my background at school is not anywhere near as fancy, so you're probably not going to see anything. I'm just going to go into some books that I want to get to that may or may not fit any of these challenges, but I want to get to them, so hopefully I do. First I have The Treatment by Suzanne Young. So I read the program during the Holiday Booktubeathon, and I really, really liked it. Then I started this, and I'm on page 42. Then I stopped reading it for TBR Takedown and the Biennial Bibliothon. So yeah, but I want to pick it back up. I haven't read anything in a while, and I kind of want to read other things, so I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to bring this to school with me, though, so I don't know. I definitely want to finish this because it's just a duology. I can finish a series like that. It'll be great. Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. I just heard a lot of good things about this book. It has a bunch of awards. It's a really good book, so I just want to get to it. Really want to read it, and it also fits with me wanting to read diversely. I didn't really talk about this, but I do want to read more diversely this year, which you'll see in some of these books that I'm going to mention. Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertelli. As you can see, I have this right now. This is a library book, and I want to read it a lot, but I haven't read it yet, and I go back to school in 2 weeks, so I'm not sure if I'm actually going to. I really want to, but I also want to read Illuminae, and yeah, I don't know. But I've heard a lot of good things about this. Again, this is one of a lot of people's favorite books, and this is also diversity because one of the characters is, or both the characters are gay, someone's gay. Gay people. The Raven Boys series by Maggie Stiefvater. This series, a lot of people love. I've been meaning to start this series since the second book came out, and I never did. I want to read it a lot. I know the last book is coming out this year, so I want to read it before the last book comes out or right after. I'm not sure. And I've already been spoiled for something, but I've been spoiled for something that's going to happen in the next book because I know Maggie Stiefvater said that, but I didn't know who that character was, and maybe I'm not even making sense. If you've read the series, maybe you know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I want to finish the Giver Quartet by Lois Lowry. I still have The Messenger and Sun to read. I just really want to finish this series. I read The Giver many moons ago, at least 2 or 3 years ago. Whenever the Giver movie came out, subtract a year, I think. And I just want to read it. Noughts and Crosses by Mallory Blackman. This is actually a series now, but this goes along with wanting to read more diversely. This takes place in a different society where the racial dynamics of white people and black people are reversed. So instead of black people having been slaves hundreds of years ago, white people were slaves hundreds of years ago. or they're called noughts in this book, and then the crosses are the black people, and yeah. Yeah, this just goes along with me wanting to read more diversely, and if I like noughts and crosses, then I will continue the series, hopefully, and finish that this year, too. A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I keep hearing so many things about this series, about like the A Song of Ice and Fire series and the Game of Thrones TV show, that I want to read it. And yeah, I've been kind of scared to read it because it is a massive series, like massive. Like each book is like 1,000 pages, I think. I don't know how long the first one is. It's like 800, 900 pages. Maybe, I don't know. It's really long though. And I'm just kind of scared to start to make that much of a commitment. But like what pushed me to add this to this list is I read New Moon for the Bibliothon / TBR Takedown, and that was almost 600 pages. And it took me about 2 days. And I know New Moon is not nearly the kind of language that is in A Game of Thrones, but I figure if it took me 2 days to read that, it'll probably take me like a week and a half to read A Game of Thrones, so it's not really that much of a time commitment. That's my thought process. The lighting changed, hopefully for the better. Ask the Passengers by A.S. King. This is... I don't actually know. I know there's magical realism going on in there. I don't know. I've heard a lot of good things about A.S. King, and I've heard that this is her best book, so I'm gonna read it. Maybe I should start with her worst book, though, because then it only goes up from there. Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi. I looked up this pronunciation, and I probably still messed up somehow. Anyway, I watched the Persepolis movie many moons ago, sophomore year of high school. We watched it in class, and I loved that movie so much. And then I found that it was a graphic novel, but for some reason I never read it, and I should have. Like, my sister offered to let me borrow it because she owns it, and I said no. Then I have to give it back because I didn't want to like go back to her house to give it back, I guess. I don't know. But I really do want to read it. I really enjoyed that movie, so I want to read the graphic novel a lot and maybe watch the movie again. I don't know. We'll see. The Burn for Burn Trilogy by Jenny Han. These will be my last books by Jenny Han because I read the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. I read To All the Boys I've Loved Before and Duology. So all I have left is this trilogy, and then I will be finished reading Jenny Han. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series. This has been on my to-read list since freshman year of high school. That's ridiculous. Like, I should have read it by now, but for whatever reason I didn't. So I really want to read it. These books are pretty short, so I shouldn't have trouble, and I think it's right up my alley. It's supposed to be really funny, and I just need to start it and finish it. There are 6 books in the series, which is a lot of books, but that's okay. I want to read it. Library of Souls by Ransom Riggs. This is the 3rd book in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series, and I've read the first 2. They're right here on my shelf. But I don't own the Library of Souls. Hopefully I get it soon, and then I can read it. Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I just want to read Colleen Hoover, and I've heard that this is a good book to start with, so I want to read it. And last but not least, this year I want to try and read the Shatter Me trilogy by Tahira Mafi. Shatter Me has been on my to-read list for a long time, but the real reason I want to read this is because I discovered Whitney novels, and Whitney loves this series forever. Like, she loves it. So I want to try it out. I heard that it's like X-Men, but dystopian or something. I don't know. But, you know, I want to try it out, read the first one, hopefully I like it, then finish the series, because they're all out. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any opinions about any of the books that I talked about today, and you want to shame me into reading them even more, then please feel free down below. And if you like seeing me talk about books, then please be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make more videos where I talk about books. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye! So funny. I want to watch it. Read it? No. I know there's magical reason. Why can't I talk?